You ever get the feeling that spin-offs don't get enough respect? A lot of them are glossed over just because they're seen as a side thing, but there's a special merit to them. Without crossing a line, taking a break from continuity and going all in for a fun project, be it a party game, sports, or racing. By 2006, Sonic already had loads of spin-off titles, and a few characters made their introductions in some of them. A good number of them matched the environment of their debut games. The way I see it, none of them have done it better than the Babylon Rogues of the Sonic Riders series. As a piece of the 15th anniversary, which has turned 15 itself by now, wow, it's been 15 years. And no, I don't feel old, and neither should you. Sonic Riders implemented the futuristic extreme style of hoverboard racing. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles learned to master this new skill for Eggman's X-World Grand Prix. Their main obstacles? These three. The best of the craft, the Babylon Rogues. Jet the Hawk, Wave the Swallow, and Storm the Albatross. Each of them acts as a rival to Team Sonic, but rivals done appropriately, if you catch my drift. Unlike with previous rivals, the stakes are low. The world isn't in danger, and these three don't want to beat the heroes up, maybe Storm. They want to outdo them in a race and keep their title as top dogs. This is like a sports movie. The cocky champions are up against the newcomers who will kick their asses in the end. Looking at their personalities, they're a contrast to Team Sonic. Sonic is cocky in a healthy way.
Sensors locked on Eggman. Non-compliant intruders will be destroyed.
Didn't you know? We have a date with Eggman too.
While Jet is so full of himself.
He may be the fastest creature on the ground, but in the air, with me and my extreme gear, he's just a joke.
To him, he's Wave and Storm's boss rather than their buddy. Not to mention he has a temper, ready to throw a tantrum at every turn. Wave is the tech genius who designed their gear. Tails is as modest as he is intelligent, but Wave thinks her intellect has earned her the right to talk down to other people.
Well, I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk.
The fuck did you just say?
Storm is the muscle, but unlike Knuckles, he's a cartoonish henchman who answers to the boss like he's Bebop and Rocksteady.
Hey, boss! We've got some major trouble!
Getting sidetracked here for a minute, I noticed a few comments that call Storm dumb. Looking back on the cutscenes, he never came across that way. He was competent with every task given to him. Find out what Eggman's up to? Done. Get the Ark of the Cosmos? Done. Yeah, a little immature, but when is he mistaken left or right, or took the phrase, "you could say that again," literally? Storm's not an idiot. Don't let the accent fool you. Funnily, what started out as dark reflections have retrospectively become glimpses of the future. In the Colors era, Sonic took notes from Jet and became a hell of a lot more arrogant. Tails is conceited like Wave. He's at the point where he patronizes another tech genius. And Knuckles, lowered to bumbling comic relief that multiplied what Storm started with. Boom Knuckles is an exaggeration of that. He has Storm's build, but he's a total dumbass. While Team Sonic are good friends, the Rogues are often butting heads with each other. But I'd be wrong if I said they didn't have chemistry. They had me chuckling a lot.
Really, Jet? How can you be so relaxed at a time like this? Don't you see? As the leader, you've got responsibilities. Some you understand, but you...
The Rogues are written like rich kids who are used to winning and refuse to accept that they can lose. They'll sabotage their opponents' gear if they think they have to. What I really like about them is that they flesh Team Sonic out more. Before Sonic Heroes, these three weren't that close. In 3, Adventure 1 and 2, Knuckles was tagging along from time to time. Riders did these three justice. They stick together all the way through. Look at their intro cutscene. Knuckles saves Sonic from being run over by Storm, followed by Tails noticing the Babylonian sigil under his board. Then Sonic takes Storm's board and uses it to pursue Jet. Other scenes are good too. They talk to each other. Knuckles gets fed up with Tails' technobabble. Tails builds a new board for Sonic, overcoming any sense of self-doubt that Wave may have inflicted on him. The Rogues push Team Sonic to improve their new skills and get them riled up. Tails didn't get angry that often before this. And how many times does Knuckles apologize to an Eggman robot? I appreciate small stuff like that. While we're at it, the Rogues get a lot out of Amy too. She sticks up for Tails after Wave insulted him. In Zero Gravity, she hurls an Ark of the Cosmos at Storm and commands him to escort her out of Tempest Waterway like she's his new boss.
Thanks to you, I got separated from Sonic, you big jerk! Ha! So you're going to find the way out, am I clear?
I'm Jet now! I really like these four here. They're executed better than in most installments in my opinion. I guess the protagonist is as good as their rival. Team Sonic got to the Rogues too. By the end of Riders, they welcome the heroes as their equals, and the story ends with them being on good terms. In Zero Gravity, the friction between the groups is set as a friendly competition. They're on the same page, but old habits die hard.
First one to nab Eggman gets all of the arcs of the cosmos. And the title of fastest creature in the universe. Huh, sounds like fun to me. Let's get started.
These two games are racing gems. And it pisses me off every time that this exists. Sonic Free Riders has the privilege of being the worst controlled Sonic game, and it derailed the Rider series. Everyone's aware of how bad the gameplay is. Everything else? Also pretty bad. Even though it's on the Xbox 360, the cutscenes are still images. Super disappointing after these cutscenes. The story is plain and nothing's accomplished in the ending other than everyone had fun. The first two stories had creative twists in them. Most characters look rotten. Team Sonic is meh. Shadow and Rouge, out of character. This has the worst take on Amy ever. So how are the Rogues? They're worse than ever. Storm's definitely stupid here.
It's time we finally settled this feud. Yeah, that.
Wave has regressed to the way she was in the first game. She cheated again, and she's back to being spiteful towards Tails.
I did a ton of research and thought I'd given ours a perfect tune-up. If that was the result of your best efforts, this next race is gonna be a disappointment.
Jet is way more pompous than in the other games.
Ah, the both of you are useless. Looks like I'm gonna have to get serious if we want to win this.
Oh, Dick.
Although I do like him wanting a rematch with Sonic after his ill-gotten win. There's honor in that. There's no positive sense of camaraderie among these three. They argue with each other all the time, and not in a good way like before. They're angry, hostile, and ugly.
If only my hidden power booster worked.
So the boss lost because of you. Can't even cheat right.
Cheat! Damn bitch! I didn't want to cheat! You ruined my reputation!
Yeah, the boss didn't want to cheat. You bitch.
You ruined my reputation, bitch!
Free Riders has a mean-spirited story. This is one of the Sonic games that I hope never gets re-released, even if the controls are fixed. Even though it killed the Rider series, the Rogues have made appearances in other spin-offs. Jet even had a Camelot doppelganger in Sonic and the Black Knight, Sir Lamorak. That's fine and all, but I would love to see the Rogues back in a new Riders game. It feels wrong that this is the last in the series. I've been supportive of the adventure formula returning for years, and I'm all for this resurfacing as well. At least for one more game so the series doesn't end on a sour note. Don't let a crappy third attempt be the end of a certain style. These three have got to come back home and fly again. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and feel free to comment what you think about the Babylon Rogues. Till next time!